All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome. We're going to start on our math today, and just make sure that you have all the equipment that you need for your yoga class, for your practice tonight. Anything that you usually use, the folded towel, blocks, if you have them. The chair is always a great prop if you like to keep it alongside you for your practice, for something, for a little support, especially if you don't have the blocks this evening. But we are going to start at the top of our mat. So before you do anything, getting into your breath, just making sure that you find the space between your feet, maybe about hip distance, maybe a little wider if that's where you need to be today. Shoulders back, relax the arms, close your eyes if you feel comfortable with that. I'm gonna bring the camera up a little bit there. Breathe. Connect with your breath, connect with your body. Let go of everything from today. Maybe if you had a big, busy day, letting go of that, allowing your legs to get a little heavier, arms, feeling all four corners of your feet grounding down towards the mat. And a soft breath in, soft breath out. And just continue this breath. And every inhale that goes in this right now, see if you can deepen it. So the next inhale, try to allow that breath to go a little deeper than it was before, a little maybe further down to the belly, maybe down to the hips next, then to the pelvis. Gradually lengthening your breath. And exhale, same thing, lengthening your exhale all the way out. Maybe back out through the nose, maybe out through the mouth, whichever you're comfortable with. Allowing your body to come into a relaxing space. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And just remembering that this is your practice and it's just a practice to move at your pace, your breath, taking breaks whenever you need. And just enjoying your practice tonight. Take it all in. On your next breath in, start to come back into your space. Open your eyes if you had them closed. A little wiggle into the fingers, roll the shoulders up and down. A little release in the neck. Let's start to get right into some movement. Let's take our breath in, circle our arms all the way up. Very nice. Exhale all the way back down. Just keep this movement going in through the nose. Exhale. Breathe in. Breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. And this might be the first movement you're coming into tonight in your body after your long day. So just taking the time to stretch the arms out, the sides of your body. Breathe. Okay, 2 more times. Good. And on your last time, let's take our arms all the way up towards the sky. Good. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up towards the ceiling. And then let's bring a little bit of a side bend to the right. Bring our arms up, over to the right, I should say. And then bring our hip, right hip, up and over. Breathe. Good. On your exhale, slowly float the body down, keeping the arms exactly the same. Bring your body down to the ground. Circle it to the center, all the way over to the left, and slowly bring your arms all the way back up to a long spine. Reset the spine. On your exhale, side bend to the left. Yeah, let's try that one more time. We're going to drop our belly, drop our arms, circle our body to the center, right over to the right side, coming all the way back up, back to a long spine. Stretch your arms back up, breathe in, belly gently goes in and up. Good, let's go back to the right, side bend. We're going to try this one more time on each side. Breathe in. Exhale, relax the body all the way down. Circling over to the left, coming all the way back up to center. Take your time. Don't rush any of the movements. Breathe. Exhale over to the left. Good. Now, this is the last time we'll do this side. So take your time. On your exhale, release all the way back down to the ground. Circle it over to the right. Come all the way back up, back to center, in through the nose. Exhale, relax, arms back alongside you, shoulders back, in through the nose. Big breath out. Very nice. Let's take a little bit of a twist in our body. We're going to bring our arms forward and up. Good, same as before. Exhale, bring your arms out side to side. T-twist over to the right. Arms out, fingertip to fingertip. Breathe. Exhale, ground down into your feet. Let's go over to the other side. So bring your arms all the way back up to the sky. Exhale, twist over to the left. Good. Take a couple of breaths here. Feel that little bit of a twist in the midsection of your body. Good. Let's bring it all the way back to center. Arms up high, fingertips to the sky. One more time over to the right. In through the nose. Exhale, bring it back to center. Same thing last time on the left. Breathe in. Breath out. Let's bring it all the way back up and let's fold over our legs. Exhale. Relax over your legs. Hinge in your hips, making sure your feet are still at a distance that works for you. Big bend to the knees. Allow your belly to soften towards the thigh bones, maybe grabbing for our opposite elbows, swaying your body side to side. Let your head go. Soften behind the neck. A little shake, a little nod of the head. Relax the neck. Good. Gently relax your hands, fingertips back down onto the mat. Let's walk or hover our body over to the right side. Good. Let's take another twist here. Bring your left hand on the right leg, right hand onto your low back. A little bit of a bend, gentle bend into the knees. Good. Release. Let's walk it over to the left. Same thing. Grab for your left leg with your right hand. Left hand onto your low back. Breathe in. Breath out. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, relax back down to the mat. Fingertips back down to the center. Good. Let's bring our both hands onto your low back. Relax your head. Open the shoulders back. Nice job. Relax. Hands, fingertips back onto the mat. Let's take a flat back, halfway lift. Take an inhale. Start to slide your hands up to your legs. Press gently into your legs, wherever it may be. Maybe onto the shin bones, maybe a little higher onto the knees or the thighs. Lengthen from the tailbone all the way to the head. Belly in and up. Shoulders back. Breathe. Feel the stretch in the back part of your legs. 2 more breaths here. Full deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Slowly fold over your legs. Bend deeply into your knees as much as you need to. Good. Press into your feet. Tuck your chin in. Rise all the way back up to standing. Shoulders back. Arms alongside you. Take an inhale. Exhale. Now let's move through 2 sun salutations. Your pace, you know exactly where you're going with this, so make sure that you're moving with your breath. Let's take a big breath in all together. Circle the arms all the way up. Maybe the palms pressed, maybe a gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, dive forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet, rise all the way back up. Very nice. Circle the arms up, maybe a gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, hands at heart center. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, relax. Arms back alongside you. Good. Right away, let's try again. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, long back coming down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet, rise all the way up back to standing. Circle the arms up. Maybe the palms pressed, maybe a gaze up. Exhale, hands back at heart. Tuck the belly gently back towards the spine. In through the nose. Exhale, relax. Arms back alongside you. Breathe. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let's come into chair pose here. Bringing your feet about hip distance, maybe a little bit wider here. Sit your hips down and back, bend the knees gently, making sure everything feels good. Hands onto the hips if that feels good. Maybe arms extended forward. See how that feels? Maybe hands at heart. You decide. So 3 options here. Hands at the hips, arms extended forward, or hands at heart. Good. Start to press into your feet. Get strong in your legs. Feel the strength in your thighs, down to your calf muscles, your shin bones. Breathe. Belly gently in. Lengthen. Lift out of the hips. Relax your shoulders along the jaw. 2 more breaths here. In through the nose. Maybe sitting a little deeper into your chair pose too, if there's space and you're feeling okay with it. Good. 1 more breath in. Exhale. We're going to fold over legs. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Press into the legs. Stretch out those hamstrings. Exhale, fold. Back down to the feet. Press into your feet. Rise all the way back up. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands at heart. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bring your hands back onto the hips. Very nice. Let's step our right foot back behind us. Good. Right into our warrior one. Turn the right toes out slightly. Press into that right heel. Good. Now lunge into that left knee. Now, if it feels a little tight, you can wiggle your left foot forward a bit, or if it feels a little too much, it feels like there's too much space between your legs, then heel to it in a bit. Good. Lunge into that left knee, hips forward, shifting that left hip back, right hip comes up. Good. Now maybe keeping the hands on your hips. Maybe bringing your arms all the way up, fingertips up towards the sky. Great. Connect back with your breath here. In through the nose. Exhale. Breathe in. Breath out. Pressing into your feet, feeling strong in your legs. Good. Let's bring some movement into that left knee. We're going to take an inhale. Stretch the arms up a little higher. Exhale. We're going to bring our arms down and bend. Good. Inhale up. Straighten the left knee. Exhale, float your arms down. Breathe in. Reach the arms up. Straighten the leg. Exhale, float the arms down. Bend into the knee. Inhale up. Exhale down. Breathe in. Breath out. Good. Let's try 2 more times. Full breath in. Full breath out. Last one. Good. Let's bring our hands back onto our hips. Pressing into that left foot. Bend into that left knee a little bit more. And then just gently hop the right foot back beside the left. And it might take you a few hops or a little bit more, and that's fine. Good. Relax your arms. Stand back into your mountain pose. Nice and tall. Lengthen through the spine. Lift out of the hips, shoulders back. Breathe. Exhale. Good. Let's do our second round of chair pose. Finding the space that works for you between your feet, sitting the hips down and back, bend the knees. Now again, rooting back down into the heels, into all 4 corners of your feet. Feel your feet strong. Your legs are going to start to feel a little stronger. Hands, where do they want to go for the second round? Maybe keeping them on the hips, extending them forward. Maybe hands at heart. Belly draws in. Find that connection with your core, the midsection of your body. Lift and breathe. In through the nose. Exhale. 2 more. You've got this. At any time you need to take a break, please do so. Listen to your body. 1 more. Full breath in. Exhale. We're going to slowly fold over our legs. Relax the upper body down towards our feet. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that flat back. Press into your legs wherever it may be. Exhale, fold back down to your toes. Press into your feet. Tuck your chin in. Rise all the way back up. Take your time. Reach your arms up. Maybe a gaze up. Exhale, hands at heart. Breathe in. Full deep breath in. Exhale, hands back onto the hips. Very nice. Let's do our second round of warrior one now. Step that left foot back behind you. Find the distance widthwise and lengthwise that works for your legs here in your warrior one. Good. Hips forward, squaring them to the front of the mat or working to your way towards it. So it doesn't have to be perfect because we're not going to force our hips to go that way when it's not ready, but a gentle shift of that right hip back as we bring the left hip forward to a pace that works for you. Good. Lunge into that right knee, maybe hands stay on the hips, maybe arms all the way up, fingertips to the sky. Breathe, lunge, press into that right heel, light into the right toes. Strong back leg. Soften in the shoulders, belly draws back in gently. Keep breathing. Smooth breath in. Smooth breath out. Good. Let's come back into movement if you choose to. You can always stay and work on your warrior one right here. Now, if you're going to come into some movement, let's take a breath and stretch your arms up. Take the bend out of your right knee. Exhale, float your arms down. Lunge into that right knee. Inhale, reach up. Straighten. Exhale, relax. Inhale, up, lift. Exhale down. Breathe in. Breath out. In through the nose. Keep feeling the feet press down into your mat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Go 3 more times here. In through the nose. Exhale 2 more. Your last 2. Breathe. Your last one. Good. Bring your hands back onto your hips when you get there. Press into your right foot. Bend a little bit more into that right knee and just don't slowly hop that left foot back beside the right. Relax your arms, shoulders back, mountain pose. Stand tall, pressing back into your feet, shoulders back over the hips, belly in gently so that everything's stacked on top of each other, just like a tower. Breathe in. Breath out. Very nice job, everybody. Let's grab some blocks and place them in front of us. If you have just one block, that's okay too. You can just place one block there in front so that you at least have something in front for a little support. If you have your chair, you can place it right in front of you so that you have the support for your hands when you need it, or if you may not need it either. Let's come into pyramid pose. Feet about hip distance. Maybe give yourself a little more space depending on how your hips are feeling this evening. Hands onto the hips. Feeling everything level out. Step your right foot back behind you. Just a small step so that both heels are right towards the mat. Good. Light angling of the right toes out. Hips forward. And let's start to hinge. Take an inhale. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale. Start to come down. Maybe this is all you'll go to today, and that's great. Maybe stay with your hands on your hips, maybe grabbing for your forearms or elbows. Maybe you come down a little bit more. Now, hands on hips is always great. Maybe you come down to your blocks or the chair, the seat of your chair or the back of your chair. Maybe you're feeling on this side of the body, it's quite flexible. You have a lot of room in your hips. You start to bring your fingertips down to the mat or hands. Keep both legs as straight as can be. There can be a little bit of a micro bend, but mostly straight in the leg. Good. Wherever you land tonight, breathe, relax the head, soften. Feel that stretch in the back of your hamstring muscles. Let's find two more breaths here. And on your next inhale, start to press back into your blocks, the mat or your hip hand, or if your hands are on your hips, just slowly start to rise up. Let's bring our hands on the hips if they're not there already. Bring it all the way up to standing. Great. Let's bend into our left knee. Bring the right foot back beside the left. Relax your arms, shoulders back. Full breath in. Full breath out. And let's try the other side. When your body's ready, hands back onto the hips. Step your left foot back this time. Same footing, except onto the left foot this time, turning the left toes out just slightly, both heels grounded onto the mat, hips forward. Lengthen the spine. Take that inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Maybe keeping the hands on the hips. Maybe staying right here. Maybe folding into a tiny bit more. Maybe coming down to blocks, hands on the blocks. Maybe hands all the way down towards the mat. Breath into the back of your legs. Feeling the strength in your legs as you fold and relax the upper body down towards that right leg. Find 3 breaths here in through the nose. Connect back with your breath. Exhale. Two more. Very nice work, everybody. Start to bring a little more engagement into your feet as you bring your hands back onto the hips if they aren't there already. Slowly come up with a long spine. Very good. Keeping the hands onto the hips, press into the right foot, bend into the right knee, hop that left foot back beside the right. Relax your arms, shoulders back. Breathe. Full breath in. Full breath out. Very nice work, everybody. Let's move to the long edge of our mat. Bring our blocks over to the other side, just in case you need it. Bring your chair along as well. Also great for a little support. Let's start to bring a little bit more space between the legs, between the feet. Good. Hands onto your hips as you turn the left toes to face them to the front part of the mat. You're right. We're coming into warrior 2. Lunge into that left knee, press into that right foot, which is parallel to the short end of the mat on the back side of your mat. Good. Now, maybe you keep your hands onto your hips. Stay right here. Maybe reach your arms all the way out, tee them out, side to side, just like we did at the beginning of practice today. Breathe. Feel that stretch, that lengthening in the inner left thigh as you feel a bit of an internal rotation into the right thigh. Relax your face. Take that breath in. Full breath out. And we're going to do 3 more breaths here. Feel the strength in the arms, fingertip to fingertip. As you reach the arms out, press down into your feet. Good. Last one, in through the nose. Exhale. Good. Keeping that left knee bent, we're going to stretch that left arm all the way to the front of the mat until you can't anymore. Bend up at the elbow, place that left forearm on the left thigh. If that feels a little too much for you, grab your block or the chair and place your hand on top of the block or the chair. Bring your right arm all the way up. Keep that bend into the left knee. So either one of these options, breathe. In through the nose. Exhale. Good. Light into the forearm. Belly draws in. Find that length in your torso. One more breath in. Exhale, hands onto your hips. Slowly bring your upper body back up. Take the bend out of your left knee. Remove any blocks or props out of the way. Very nice. Turn the left toes. Face them back to the front of the mat. Very good job. Let's try the other side this time. Let's turn our right toes to the back part of the mat. Warrior one on this side. Bend into the right knee, lengthening this side of the inner thigh. Little bit of an internal rotation in the left thigh now. Good. Upper body is still facing the long edge of the mat. Arms can come out just as an option or hands onto your hips. Breathe. Stretch. Feel it from fingertip to fingertip so the hands are not soft. They're strong. Feeling that energy radiating from each fingertip. Push down into your feet. Breathe in. Breath out. Two more. Feel the strength in your body, your inner strength as well, as you're keeping yourself up. And I know your muscles, some parts of the body are feeling a bit tired, but that's okay. We're going to breathe through it. You can do this. One more breath in. Exhale all the way out. Let's try that extended side angle again on the other side, back part of the mat. Reach that right arm all the way, fingertips to the back part of the mat. Bend that elbow, place the forearm down, left arm goes up, or maybe onto that block. Grab for that block or the chair, place that hand there, bend into that right knee, left arm goes up high. Breathe. A couple of breaths here. You've got this. In through the nose. Exhale all the way out. Very good. Hands onto the hips, press into your feet, rising all the way back up to center. Remove anything out of your way. Turn the right toes, face them to the long edge of the mat. Let's come into goddess pose. A little bit of work into your hips. Turn one heel in, then the other, so that both toes are facing to the outside. Breathe, lengthen, exhale, hinge, bend into the knees. Start to sit your hips down. Press into your heels, soft in the toes. Belly draws in, lift out of the hips. Find that nice stretch in your inner thighs. And it doesn't have to go very far either. It can be very small movement. Maybe with each breath out, you find a little deeper of a deeper stretch into your hips. Good. Let's bring our knees back. Take the bend out of your knees, sorry. Exhale, bring it back in. Let's keep that movement going. Inhale up. Exhale, lunge. Breathe in. Breath out. In through the nose. Exhale. Full breath in. Nice and slow. Don't rush it. So when we are going nice and slow, we're concentrating on all the muscles that we're using right here, keeping the shoulders over the hips, belly in and up, moving nice and slow into our hips, getting right into that knee joint nice and slow because we don't want to injure ourselves. So taking it just as far as your body will allow you tonight. Let's do 2 more times. Last one, your last one. So good, everybody. Start to bring it all the way back up to top. Back onto the hands onto your hips. Turn the toes so they're facing to the front part of the mat. Let's take a nice forward fold. Hands back onto the hips. Hinge and fold all the way down. Relax your upper body. Maybe hands onto the mat, maybe onto a block or onto your chair. Breathe. And just relax right here. Take a few breaths in and out. Allow your upper body to spill over your legs. Good. Very nice work, everybody. Let's press back into our hands. Place your hands under your shoulders once before you press into your hands. Heel toe or walk your feet back in towards each other. Good. And then start to bring your knees down onto the mat. Turn yourself back to your mat so that you're facing in a direction that works for you. Good. Now we're going to stay, we're not going to stay on our hands and knees too long. We're just going to do a little bit of cat-cow, a little stretch into the legs. If you feel you need a folded towel under your knees, please grab that. Take a moment there to cushion up your knees there. And just allowing a little bit of time to set up in your tabletop, on your hands and knees, making sure that your shoulders are over the wrists. Your knees are under your hips or maybe the sit bones. It depends on where it feels the best for you. Let's move through some cat-cows. Take a breath in, drop the belly, lift the chest, press the heart forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone back in, belly draws in, tuck the chin in, relax the head, dome up the spine. Inhale to drop the belly again, right back into your cow pose. Exhale back into your cat back. Let's move through from cow to cat pose with your breath, your pace, about 4 more rounds. Feeling that swoop in the low back. Good, your last one. And start to make your way back to center, back to a neutral spine. Good. Let's do one more thing on our hands and knees. Let's take our left leg out. Kick that heel back, stretch out the leg. Good. Keep pressing into your hands, making sure that you're pressing into the palms, the fleshy bit between the index finger and thumb. Good. Belly draws in. And let's start to bend the knee just gently and then straighten it. Breathe in, breath out. In through the nose. Exhale. Very good. Bring your knee back down. Very good. Let's try the other side. When you're ready, breathe in. Stretch that right leg behind you. Kick the heel back. Flex the toes towards you. Exhale. Bend the knee. And inhale. Stretch the leg out. Inhale. Bend the knee. Exhale. Your breath. 2 more times. Breathe in. Breath out. Last one. And then slowly bring it back to center. Very, very good. And just a little circling of your hips. Stretch your legs out here, or your hips, I should say. Finding a little natural movement. Now let's come into child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees out wide. Sit your hips down and back. Relax your upper body and come down to your hands, your arms, forearms, maybe head on top of your hands or a block, or head right onto the mat. And stay. Relax your upper body, soften in the belly. Allow your belly to soften between your thighs. You're gonna take one more breath in. Exhale. Good. Start to plant your hands back down onto the mat. Lift yourself all the way up. And let's come onto our belly. And lower down. Release. Good. And let's come into Sphinx pose. So keeping your upper body lifted. Bring your arms in front of you so that the forearms are in line with your shoulders. Good. Hands in front of you. Now, this is already a bit of a back bend here for you. If you like a little bit more intense, you can start to walk your elbows in. And then that brings a little bit more intensity, a little deeper into your low back. Now, if it's a little too much, walk your elbows out from your chest, and that'll lower your upper body towards the ground. And just decreasing that back bend behind you. So taking the time to set yourself up. And once you find that place that feels good in your low back, relax, belly softens towards the mat. Maybe allowing the gaze to soften in front of you, keeping your head up, or softening your neck, relaxing your head. You can even bring your block, if you have one, or a cushion, pillows, your towel, and bring it right under your forehead. Soften in your toes, allow your legs to be relaxed, your glutes to be relaxed. Just stay. Pause right here. 3 to 4 of your breaths. Again, tuning back into your breath. Listen for your inhale and exhale. Listening for that oceanic wave-like sound in your exhale. Maybe a sigh, a release, allowing the body to dissolve down towards your mat a bit more. I'm going to take one more breath here. And exhale all the way out. Good. Now, if you have the block in front of you, just remove the block out of the way. Bring your head back to center. And let's slowly relax our arms down. Stack your hands. Bring your forehead on top of your hands there. Relax the shoulders. Maybe bend up at the knees. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. And let's take a quadricep stretch here. Let's bring our right arm back behind us. Grab for your right foot. Bring it in towards you. Let your left leg extend back. Good. Now, if this is not accessible for you, not available for you, you can just leave the bend into your right knee, point the toes towards you, and just stay right there. So you decide with the arm or without the arm, up to you. See if it's available for you. Just take a couple of breaths here. Great job, everybody. Let's switch sides. Grab for your left foot if it works for you. If it doesn't, just bend up at the knee, point the toes towards you. Still finding that nice stretch in the left quadricep muscle. And gently relax that foot all the way back down. Beautiful work. Let's bring our hands right under our shoulders, press into your mat and rise all the way back up. Very good. Let's come all the way back into tabletop. Stack your joints and just move through a few cat-cows. Release the low back. Very nice. And let's come on to a seated position. We're going to end our practice seated this evening in some seated poses. So before we come to Shavasana, let's extend our legs out on our mat. And I'm going to go this way just so that you have a different angle here. Good. And just making sure if you have that folded towel, if you like to place it under your hips, you can do so that way. Take a little bend into the knees, bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, hinge and fold up and over the hip and start to grab for what is accessible to you here. Sides of your feet or the ankles, maybe the backs of the knees. Start to bring a little rounding into your upper part of the spine, the neck, the head. Let's stay. Relax the spine. Allow the hips to deepen in the stretch with every exhale. Good. Two more breaths here. Gently tuck your chin in towards your chest, rise all the way up, back to a long spine. Let's take a bend at the right knee, cross that right foot over your left leg, and let's come into a little bit of twist here. Grabbing for our right knee with our left elbow, we're going to bring our right hand behind us. Flex the left toes towards you. Good, light into the right fingertips, sit up nice and tall, right onto both sit bones. Find that twist in the midsection of your body. Breathe. In through the nose. Exhale. Take one more breath in. And on your next exhale, unwind the body, bring it back to center. Take that right foot and extend the leg out. Same thing on the other side. Bend up at the left knee, cross that left foot over. Now, if this is just a little too tight for you, you can always just keep the foot on the same side. It doesn't have to cross. Good. And we're just going to do a little twist here. Wrap your right arm around the left knee, left hand behind you. Gently start to twist over to the left side. Ground that right foot down. Flex the right toes towards you. Breathe. Find that length in the spine. Lift out of the hips. And few breaths here. With every exhale, maybe finding a little more space to twist over to the left side of the room. Good. Breathe in. And on your exhale, unwind the body, bring it all the way back to center. Very, very nice. And bring that left foot back to center, back to the left side. And let's bring the soles of our feet to touch. Knees open wide to the sides, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe grabbing for blocks or towels or cushions to put under the outsides of your legs so you can relax the knees down, open up those hips a little bit more, feel that stretch. Now you can sit up nice and tall here, maybe feeling that stretch already in this long spine. Maybe you start to relax the upper body over your feet, grabbing for your toes, maybe placing your hands in front of you as another option. Or maybe for some people, bring your wrists under your ankles with your palms facing up towards the sky. See what works for you. Relax the head. Soften as always behind the neck, heavy into the shoulders. Breath into your back body, low back, the inner thighs. Let go. Right back to your breath. And find two more breaths here, finding that release. Sigh out, coming down to your final moments in your practice. And on your next inhale, tuck your chin in towards your chest, slowly rising all the way up, slower than you want to, stacking one vertebrae over the next, shoulders back once you find that length in the spine. Removing any blocks out of the way, closing your knees up like a book, and then coming to a cross-legged position if that feels good for your body. Maybe you like to extend your legs out, finding a place that feels good in a seated position. And we're going to land right here, right into your last pose for this evening, into your Shavasana. Roll your shoulders back to your breath. Breathe. Close your eyes if that feels okay for you. Just connecting. Feeling the belly rise and fall, shoulders lifting up and back down, expansion across the chest. And let's take 5 breaths. And just noticing how your body's feeling as you're breathing. At the very end of your last exhale, start to come back into your space, open your eyes, awaken your body, feel that big sigh out. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me this evening. Thank you for your breath and your practice. Namaste.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're very
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you. Bye.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. And good night.
You're welcome. Have a good night too.
Good night.